You feel this nervousness on the phone there?
Sir, I've been trying to make an urgent phone call up there.
Well, I don't think it's something I want to do on an overseas phone.
You gotta make some phone calls. Hang up the phone. Prank caller. Prank caller.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Packernet After Dark. This is the call-in show of the Packernet Podcast Network. If you'd like to call in, if you'd like to participate in the show, please feel free to do so. The phone number here is 608-501-0718. New callers go directly to the front of the line. We don't have any new callers, so let's get started with Randy in Minnesota.
Hi, Ryan. It's Randy in Minnesota. Fortunately,
Merry Christmas, by the way.
I have the luxury that you don't have, taking some time and letting my emotions calm down after the game. Yeah, it was tough. The thing I want everyone to remember, for 58 minutes, we were running the Bears all over the field. We were taking care of business. Mistakes happen. I don't like it. No one likes it. But for 58 minutes, let's not let 2 minutes make us forget what we did for 58.
Right.
And you say, oh, yeah, you know, there's just another Packer fan that doesn't want to look at the fact you lost. No, we lost. But
yeah, I mean, and that anyone that would say that is just being stupid. I mean, I know we're going down a weird rabbit hole where I'm defending you against somebody that doesn't exist, but let's not pretend that we all can't hear that person right now that's listening to the show script. We can hear you over there, okay? Sir, don't say stupid stuff like that. Don't give me this cope nonsense. Actually make a cogent argument. Like, what is he saying that's incorrect or wrong? He didn't say we didn't lose. I hate when people do that stuff.
for 58 minutes, we were winning. And I got a feeling, from what I've been reading online, what Caleb, when he signed his shirt for someone, signed his name, and I don't know if he used ink or fingernail polish, but he signed his name, and then he signed FGB and Green Bay sucks. The Bears are writing a lot of checks. They better hope that they can back that up in the playoffs, because there's a real good chance we're going to see each other first round.
Right.
And just think how glorious that would be. Even if it's in Chicago, especially in Chicago,
right,
Gary or Muncie or wherever, that we knock them out of the playoffs. That would be glorious. That would be the perfect way to knock them down. We're going to win. We're going to win on Saturday. I really don't doubt it. But anyway, thanks for sticking with the pod. I know it's tough on you. Appreciate all the content, and heck with it. Go Pack, go. Bye.
Well, I appreciate you, Randy. And no, you're right. I mean, obviously, I would be nervous to play the Bears, not because I take back anything I've ever said about the Bears, but it's just, you know, you couple together any given Sunday with the dread of, oh no, could you imagine if they knocked us out of the freaking playoffs and we're the ones that send them into the next round? Like, I don't want to have to deal with that bull crap, man. But no, I think, you know, similar to last week's message, enough of the pouting nonsense. It's time to buckle up, strap up, and freaking man up, and let's go take care of business here. You know what I mean? Just got to freaking do it. I don't know what else there is to do.
What's up, Ryan? Aaron from Eau Claire. Just calling. I was listening to your podcast today about it's Tuesday, by the way. I was listening to your podcast today about the PFF grades from the Bears game and how they weren't very good overall. And I can't help but think that perhaps losing all these key players, while technically it's possible to overcome and win games, like we could have won against the Bears. Obviously, we almost did. But there's a part of me that just thinks that all of the injury, loss, and all that stuff has to just be kind of emotionally or mentally exhausting for them. So I'm hoping that, that they can sort of rebound from that effort because, it didn't seem like a lot of them were really playing at their best or even close to it. And I just don't know if that's sort of just just them being kind of mentally exhausted and maybe asked to do more and then they're just trying too hard or I don't know. Maybe that's a lot of crap, but I guess I'm just hoping that they can sort of make the adjustments they need and over the long haul, lose the battle but win the war kind of thing. And then all this stuff about comparing it to the 2010 team. I would really love it if that was true. If all of that comparison to 2010 comes true in terms of winning a Super Bowl, all of the pain along the way will be totally worth it. Now, I'm worried that we'll have all these eerie comparisons and this is so similar to 2010 for all these really specific reasons. Jordan Love's 27, so is Aaron Rodgers, so is Brett Favre. Concussion, injuries, sneaking into the playoffs as the last seed, all of these little things that you can kind of compare. I'm just worried that we're going to make all these comparisons and then it's just going to be nope. Nope. That's where the comparisons end. But no, I really do hope that they can make a good run in the playoffs. And so, let's just enjoy it and see what happens.
Yeah, I mean, the biggest comparison I'd love to see is guys standing up in the face of adversity. There were all the injuries. I mean, the injuries aren't what saved us. It was the guys filling in and playing at a high level, as well as the guys around them not giving up and not playing their worst football. They started playing their best football. So, that's also a pretty critical component. So I'm hoping we can see some of that on Saturday.
Hey, Ryan and Packernet.
Yo.
Beer Cheese Benny.
What's up, dude?
So, dude, I saw this freaking radio show. It was the Packers ruined Christmas. It's funny, okay, but if that's actually true for you, man, dude, you need to touch grass, man.
Well, not to mention, we're talking 4 days later? Ruined Christmas? I didn't even think about the Packers. It's Christmas right now. This is the first time I thought about the Packers all day, so that's pretty wild.
I love the Green Bay Packers as much as anyone. Literally, dude, everybody that knows me, down here in the South, bro, they know I'm the biggest Green Bay Packers fan they'll ever meet. They know it just by the way I dress. If you go into my house, bro, and see all the Packers stuff I have. No, I don't have that much, but considering it's my living room and not a man cave, yeah. But and I get pissed at these games, but dude, it doesn't ruin my life. I get over it after a couple of days. But I don't know. This last loss, I'm still not over. It's really pissing me off. But it's not ruining anything. Because at the end of the day, I still have a job I have to do that I love and that I get to go to, and I have a family, and they're still going to be there, and that's cool. But anyways, all the Packernet people, I love all you guys. Love hearing your calls. Even if the people that I have had people on Twitter say, dude, I heard you on Packernet After Dark, you're fucking hilarious, or whatever, or I love your calls. Appreciate it. But I hope you guys have a Merry Christmas. Remember, the reason for the season is Jesus. All right, Jesus died on the cross for your sins. You can accept Him, and He will save you. And I'm hoping the Packers can beat the crap out of the Ravens. If we have to play with Clayton soon, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Because that's just ridiculous. I'll watch, but I don't know how much I can watch. I don't know how much I can bear of that. I mean, who knows? Maybe he ends up being okay and, like, just serviceable. I mean, just a little check down kind of guy. But, yeah, I'm just hoping we beat the Ravens, and I just want to make the playoffs. All right? That's all I want for Christmas is Packers playoffs. Go, Pack, go.
Nobody's having as much fun as Beer Cheese. I appreciate the call, dude. I'm glad that you're having a good time. Glad you enjoy your job. You're one of the few. And yeah, hope you and your family have a great Christmas, or had a great Christmas by the time you listen to this. Beer Cheese Part 2.
Hey, Ryan, Beer Cheese Benny, what's up, Packernet Nation? Merry Christmas Eve. I already called today, but I'm going to call again. I've been listening to the pod, and I've kind of always thought this for a while, man. But this team is mentally weak, man. They're mentally feeble. And
we took a hard turn there. Go ahead.
It shows. Almost every time one little thing goes very wrong or not our way, they just cower, man. They just give in. They're just like, well, because we're just not supposed to win this game today. And then, like, and it's bullcrap. It's like, it's not always over. Like, for other teams, like, they're just like, okay, well, you know, we got to nut up. And this team just doesn't do it, man. They don't have the nuts. And it starts with the coach, man. I don't know what it is. There's just no motivation from LaFleur. Like, and I don't know. I'm not in the locker room. Maybe he is pretty motivating, and our guys just suck. Maybe this is Gutekunst's fault. I don't know. But, dude, like, it's just seemingly every time, dude, that one little thing goes wrong, they just give in, man, and it's just over. Like, there's always a point in the games where I know when it's over. Just as opposed to as well, like, I know when we've won and it's over. Like, you know, you just get that feeling with this team. And, man, I don't know how you fix that, man. That's just not something that I don't think that could be ingrained into the team. Like, you just have to have it. You have to have the motivation, man. Like, I just don't get it. But hopefully we don't have to watch Clayton too. Oh my gosh, dude. That will be hard to watch probably. Also, I was thinking, I wish the Packers would use Malik Willis, you know, like all the time. Now, the problem that you would run into is you can't just put him in and then, you know, on tape, just like, oh, well, every time Malik gets in, he just runs the ball. You can't do.
I wouldn't mind it on like a 4th and 1, though. You know what I mean? I just feel like the odds are kind of in our favor in that regard, but could be wrong.
Yeah. All right, because I didn't know when it's coming. But like, what the Packers could do, is use Malik to the point where he'll get in, and then like, you don't know, like he could just hand it off, and then like they could do some like you know, hand it off to Malik Willis, and then he hands it back to Love, and then like, you know, a little bomb or something. Like, I feel like, dude, we could thrive with that, man. And I just, since we've had him, I don't know why we've never done stuff like that. I think we have a couple times, maybe. Actually, no, I think we have, but I think we need to do more of that, dude. More of the trickery, creative crap, because it can throw teams off, man. It can really help us. Go back up.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to not see how well the team performs when he's on the field, you know, and I know that that's going to cause a lot of consternation as far as, you know, sounding bad for Jordan or whatever, but I mean, it just is what it is. I mean, I'm not saying he's as good of a quarterback as Jordan. I'm just saying the offense operates at a higher level. We can run the ball when he's on the field. So it'd be nice to be able to find a way to use him. Let's take a break. We'll be right back.
Merry Christmas, everybody. This is Jared Rubio, Texas. I want to say I thank you all y'all too. Just listen to your Merry Christmas podcast. Yeah, I think that's the right way to look at things going forward. Look, we only get players for a certain amount of time. So, it's good thankful for the ones that we have. You know, maybe things will get better in the future. You hear some fan and hopping in the back. It's currently, 5:30 in the morning, and I'm making some Christmas breakfast right now.
Nice.
Bacon and eggs. Yeah, and going to open presents in probably within the next couple hours. But, yeah. Let's hope that the Packers can open some presents up against the Ravens this weekend. Go Pack, go.
Sounds like a good breakfast, dude. I usually make cookies for a breakfast morning. We did again this year. My body is screaming for nutrients with the desserts I had last night for Christmas Eve, and then waking up and eating cookies and coffee. I've never wanted a turkey sandwich so bad in my life, so I'm gonna lay off the sugar. My body I just can't hang, man. Just can't handle it. But bacon and eggs, dude. That sounds good. Hope you had a good Christmas. Appreciate the call.
Hey, what's up, Ryan? This is Arles.
What's up, dude?
Merry Christmas, brother. Merry Christmas,
yes,
man. Like every year, I like to reach out to you and just, take a walk through time, man. It feels like it was almost yesterday. It was 2017, 18. I was living in D.C., got on the metro, put my headphones in. I was fresh to the podcast game, man. I was just, getting the podcast, trying to get Packers pods, and I think it was you and Bukowski were the first ones I listened to. Bukowski, man. But I heard your rant about Brett Hundley, and I was like, hell yeah, this guy gets it. This guy knows how I feel. He knows how we feel. We're pissed off. Great pod, man. I don't even remember how I reached out to you, but hey, from that moment on, hey man, you've been owning the Packers pod game. In fact, I want to extend it beyond Packers pods, man. You are like the best podcaster out there. You are my favorite podcaster, and that's all sports podcasts, all podcasts. And there's some great podcasters out there, but when I get in my car in the morning to go to work, I promise you, the first one I play is yours. So, hey man, you got a gift. I'm glad that you're making great use of it. I'm glad that the masses are benefiting from it. And I just appreciate you, man. It's a pleasure to be a part of this Packernet family. Beer Cheese Benny, Omar the Firefighter, Jersey Mike, and the list goes on and on. Just really good crew we got here, and I couldn't be more happier, man. So Merry Christmas, man, and I'm going to get you a little Christmas gift here or something. Hey, I appreciate the love that you showed for my call regarding, my comparison between the Marine Corps and the Packers. I mean, I think you took, my idea, you broadly applied it to the NFL and how they're not, training, I guess you could say they're not training the weakness out of players anymore. And I think that was just a great point, man. I mean, you also have a gift of taking logic and just making it more digestible for the masses. So, yeah, man, no, that was awesome. I really enjoyed it. It was a good listen. So, listen, I know it's Christmas Day. You got things to do, brother. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to the entire Packernet podcast family. If you don't celebrate Christmas, then happy holidays and blessings and traveling mercies and just you guys all be safe out there, all right? Arles out. Bye.
Appreciate you, dude. That was very kind thing for you to say. And yeah, you're the one who called it in. I wouldn't have thought about it if you didn't really call it in. It's one of the benefits of this show and also people reaching out on social media. I mean, a lot of stuff comes flying across my eyeballs, but every once in a while something just kind of clicks like, wait a minute. Let me think about this for a second. And yeah, I mean, and the funny thing is, it's probably not nearly as profound for a lot of other people, but for me, every once in a while, something just kind of clicks, and it was like, wait a minute, there's something here, and I don't ever know what it is until I get rolling with it. That's why I just ramble in circles for a long time, because it's like, there's something here, dude. There's something. I can't find it, but I will find it. It's in there. I can freaking like a freaking drug dog. It's like it's in there somewhere, dude. I'm telling you. But appreciate you, dude. Appreciate you sticking with me, and again, appreciate the kind words.
Hey, buddy. Zach in Buffalo. I just want to say Merry Christmas to you and all the Packers fans out there. Hope you guys are having a good one, and let's all wish for a Christmas present, getting Lombardi back. So you guys have a good one. Merry Christmas and go Pack Go.
Appreciate that. And by the way, thank you to you guys for thinking to call on Christmas. That's, you guys all got your own stuff going on and everything else. For this show to be anywhere near the front of your mind on Christmas Day is pretty awesome. But with that, we are currently caught up. So why don't we go back to the, not the top of the order, but we'll go back and start working our way backwards with Jacob.
Ryan, Packer Nation.
What's up, dude?
Jacob from Florida. Currently driving back to see my folks. Watch the Packers-Bears game unfold in a Hampton Inn in South Carolina.
Nice.
The midpoint for my trip. What a disaster. The one thing that just comes to mind is two things, actually. Matt LaFleur becoming the king of the 7 seed without prime Aaron Rodgers. It seems that's the best he can do. King of the 7 seed. Thank God they added that extra playoff team. Or
right.
I don't think we're cracking the playoffs with Matt.
That's a fair point.
Number 2, same thing happening over and over. Look, 2020 was our best chance to win a Super Bowl. What happens against the Bucks? Our best players don't show up, with the exception of Rodgers that game. Darius Smith, a complete no-show. All of our best players no-showed for the most part. What happens against the Bears? Well, they're injured. But the ones that are playing, Xavier McKinney, dropping picks nonstop. Josh Jacobs fumbling the ball. Same things. I actually think Matt's pretty good, but yeah, I don't know. That's just what's on my mind right now. Very angry, but a lot of road ahead of me to get it over with before I see the family. So go Pack. We'll be back next week.
Yeah, and I'm not definitively saying I'm out on Matt LaFleur, but obviously this is something that's on the forefront of my mind at the moment. And I've said it before. I mean, there's more to coaching than play calling. But I, of course, am scared of losing the play calling side of it because there's no guarantee you're going to find somebody as good as him, and that could really mess everything up if you take that away from this offense. But man, I do wish this team had more of a playoff caliber feel to it, and maybe it's the youth of the players more so than the coach. It's hard to know where to definitively put the blame, but they certainly don't feel very often like a veteran team. And again, that makes sense for not being a veteran team, but I just would like to see some more inspired football, and maybe that comes down to why you don't see a lot of the big blowouts or. You see some of the collapses, and you don't see you see the shrinking away in the big games of the postseason. You see the emotional collapses when guys end up getting injured. I still remember Pat Mahomes going down in a Chiefs game in the playoffs, and the backup quarterback came in and they won the game and went on to, I think, win the Super Bowl that year. That's another element of this whole thing. And I think, good play calling will only get you so far because at the end of the day, the players have to execute it. And if the players are playing uninspired football, they're not going to execute. So what good is the play calling? Again, I'm not saying anything definitive because I don't know, but that is a thought that's bouncing around in my head. Come on, play. Oh, what is your problem now? There we go.
What's up, Pack Daddy? This is Bruce.
What's up, dude?
Let me clear my throat. You're probably gonna have to bleep this.
Oh boy.
Once, and then I'll get into it. Okay.
Okay, let me go do that real quick.
2 back-to-back, just most devastating weeks, and I try to be an eternal optimist. 10 points. Then it was Caleb. The f***ing pass.
Hey, you said you made me a promise. I'm only doing it because it's Christmas.
He does. Onside kicks, Dobbs, just Jordan Love, concussed with a blatant hit to the head, and okay, a 15-yard penalty, great. The refs were calling the aggressiveness of the Bears, but it took out our quarterback, so now Micah 1 week, Jordan's not going to be ready for Saturday. He doesn't have that extra day to pass concussion protocol. In terms of winning the division, playoffs, blah, 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 all that stuff, whatever, at this point. I haven't been this fucking mad. I'm so sorry.
I got it.
In person, man. I am just so mad at that game. We had it in our hands. Tapley played a very good game. Nixon botched two coverages. We were playing well, man. Malik was fine. It seems like even Matt LaFleur is very capable with a completely different playbook and knows how to use Malik the way that we need to use it. But we were up 10 points with 2 minutes left. A play that is successful 1 out of every 12 damn times. And Dobbs hurt his hand. Okay, you hurt your hand. Not catching the damn ball. Not falling on it. Why? And I hate just ranting about this because I try to stay positive. I am so freaking pissed right now, man. I don't even know what else to say. But now 2 weeks of we have to win and we need help with everything else going on. We had it in our hands. We had this entire season. I wasn't stressed. We lost Micah and Happily we trust. We held them up until the last 2 minutes of the game. The defense did phenomenal. And then they go and they choke a big fat one. All right. Bye. God bless. Oh, God. I can't.
Yeah, what an absolutely devastating single play. I mean, we go from sweeping the Bears, probably sweeping the division, locking up a playoff spot. I mean, just feeling great about everything to, kind of sitting here going, I don't know if we're gonna be in the playoffs or what's gonna happen here. Devastating. And I also, maybe I'm a bad person for this, but when I see somebody botch a play and then lay there and they're like, oh, I hurt myself. It's like, bro, get up. Shut up, dude. And nobody wants to listen to your bull crap. You're fine. You're fine. You freaking liar. Get up. Oh, yeah, I hurt my hand. Shut up. Just shut up. You're fine. Tell you what, let's take a break. We'll come back with JD.
Hey, what's up, Ryan? Everyone out there, this is the Music Man, JD. I doubt this is going to get played when it matters.
Gotcha.
There's a lot of people that want to talk about this game, and rightly so. This is a huge game where people got to get their feelings out about this, and I understand this, and I'm just another one of those guys. But, I hate to say this, but, I wasn't going into this as a negative fan. I was going into this with an open mind, just saying, whatever happens, happens. And whatever happens is destined to just be that way. The Bears, if you look at it from a zoomed out lens, they win games basically like this. This is how they win football games. This is how. They win football games by perfect storms of luck. I mean, they do. They really do. There's skill involved, sure, but not much of it. They really rely on other teams screwing up.
Right.
And then they capitalize.
And didn't I say that coming into the freaking game, by the way? Just don't beat yourself because the Bears are too good of a team to lose to a team that's going to beat themselves. Something to that effect. That's just the way it is. You can't do that. And what did we do? We beat ourselves and the Bears capitalized.
On other teams screwing up to get ahead. They don't generate their own skill or their own points or their own anything. They just rely on other people screwing up so that they can basically get ahead. Oh, here's a turnover. Yay, let's go get some points. Oh, somebody got a face mask. Yay, we're back in the game. You just see, they rely on that kind of stuff. That's how they win football games. And that's how they're frauds. And that's how it's so annoying that they...
And they are, but I also have given them credit because you are a team that is lacking in talent, but majors in discipline. The fact that you can, and this is why I give Ben Johnson all the credit, and not that it's guaranteed, because sometimes you excel at things and maybe next year they'll be terrible at it, I don't know, but to be able to have the mental toughness to endure and fail and lose and suck, and then but not get discouraged and hang in there and keep fighting and keep going at it, and then waiting for the other team to collapse and then keep clawing and clawing until eventually you get the win. There is something to be said for that. They're not good enough to beat good teams. They're not good enough to beat good teams that don't beat themselves. And so when they play good teams that don't beat themselves, i.e. at some point in the playoffs, they're going to lose. They can't get anywhere like they are without more talent. But I still think they deserve at least some credit for always being there, ready to capitalize. There are something that I wish we could be more of.
In games like this, because they're not winning games on skill and talent,
right?
Like the Rams are, or the 49ers, or whatever. Place your good team here, okay? They don't win games like those teams do. They win games based on just bad luck from other teams. So if we can get into the playoffs, because now it's not a sure thing anymore.
Right.
Now it's not a sure thing anymore. Now we have to play Baltimore and Minnesota with an extremely banged up team, and we have to win those games. We have to win those games. And doesn't something else have to happen too? Doesn't Detroit have to lose at least one of those games or something like that? It's not a for sure thing anymore.
Green Bay Packers will clinch a playoff berth with a win on Saturday. A win or tie, or Detroit loss or tie. So it's actually a relatively low. We can lose and Detroit can lose and we're in the playoffs, which is freaking crazy, but that's the situation. Which is why we have such really good odds. We just need to win at any point, or Detroit needs to lose again and we're golden. But not a guarantee.
3 minute got me. I'll finish up. But destiny's not in our hands anymore. So we have to get into the playoffs now. And likely we're going to be sitting at a wild card spot, the 7th seed, whatever. Fine. Because that's where we were sitting when we won the Super Bowl in 2010. So that's fine. Throw us in the wild card. Maybe that's where we're destined to be anyway. With how this team has basically just fallen apart week after week due to injuries and everything else, it just seems that that's where we're destined to go anyway. So if that's where we're going to go, then fine, because I want to play the Chicago Bears. I want to go back into Soldier Field. I want Green Bay to go back in there and beat the living hell out of them. That's what I want to happen. I don't want to play another team. I don't want to play anybody else but the Chicago Bears, because I think that we can beat them. We can beat them. We can beat them, and then how great would it be to beat the Chicago Bears in the playoffs in their own home? How great would that be? That would demoralize them beyond human suffering. It would just be complete and utter disharmony, chaos, everything, fire, brimstone. That franchise would fall into the dirt. So, yeah, let's do that. Let's make that happen. All right, bye.
Yeah, I mean, it's a nice short-term goal. Number one is clinch the playoffs. We can do that this Saturday. Number two, because we're what do the Bears need? They need almost nothing to clinch the NFC North. It's not much. Although they're playing the 49ers. If we win and they lose, we're looking at a situation where we beat the Vikings, they lose to Detroit, I think, and I think we win the North. So certainly not out of the realm of possibility. I think the Bears very easily could go 0-2, and I think the Packers should go 2-0, but obviously that's, at this point, a stretch. Anywho.
What's going on, Ryan?
What's up, dude?
That
Hello?
was very heartbreaking, to say the least. So we lost our quarterback for the game. Bagel did a damn good job of having to come in and do what you say. Only to lose a 10-point lead with under 5 minutes to go when they capture and lose to our arch rival, the team that I hate so bad. And pretty much, not all the way, but pretty much sealed our fate as a wild card versus being a division winner. It's just, this is a good punch on top of a good punch. And you would think I would be on the doom and gloom train, but you know what? I'm not. I'm disappointed, and I'm not right now, I'll say that. It depends on the health of the quarterback. If the quarterback is shut down for the rest of the season until the playoffs, then
he's fine.
I don't know if we make the playoffs. I'm just being. But if the quarterback can come back at least for week 18, if not next week, I say we made the playoff. We made the playoff, we get our quarterback back. I feel like rather we gonna have to be road warriors again, but maybe. So the Bears still got to play the 49ers and they got to play the Lions. So if they drop those two and we win our two, I'm not sure how that tiebreaker works, but we should be all right. I don't know. If not, it is what it is. They'll win the division. We'll make the playoffs. And I don't know, man. That's a good punch, man. Oh, man, I don't know what I'm talking about right now, man. I'm still riding with these boys, man, to the end. That ain't no weird. We lost. It's still a scenario we can win the business, very slim, but we can get into the playoffs. Ain't no telling what'll happen in the playoffs, man. It is what it is, man.
Well, I'm watching the Lions really struggle against Max Brosmer right now, and I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure what's going on. We have to be better than the Bears. Otherwise, I'm looking at the division and saying I think the Bears might be number one. This is getting crazy. But yeah, again, man, it's 1 week at a time, you know. That's all it is. We got to beat the Ravens. We need the 49ers to beat the Bears, and then we'll see where we're at from there. Or better yet, we just need the stupid Lions to lose this game, and we don't have to worry about much. Although maybe that I'd hate for us to take the foot off the gas. You know what I mean? Who am I kidding? Of course, we're going to take our foot off the gas.
Well, we gave that game away.
Yeah.
Multiple issues. Well, you know, the Bears were better than us today. Not saying they were better than us. Just today. Just today. More injuries. Ay. Oh, thank God Malik is okay. Man, what are you going to do? I'm not even going to say it. Anyway,
Not the end of the world, everybody. It's not the end of the world. There's still a chance.
So
all
you're
right.
saying there's a chance.
Good night.
Good night, indeed. It's obviously Christmas for me. We've had a lot going on today with presents and everything else, and I still intend to record tomorrow's podcast, so I'm going to cut it off right here. Appreciate all the calls. Appreciate all of you. I need coffee, and then we're going to go learn a little bit about the Ravens, all right? I will talk to you all tomorrow. Have a good one. Bye-bye.